Off the top tonight at 6 o'clock, the Allendale Township Board of Supervisors says that a controversial Confederate soldier statue will stay. It comes after hours of heated discussion at a board meeting last night, with most residents standing up to ask the board to keep the statue.
The statue, which depicts a slave child in between Confederate and Union soldiers, is in the Allendale Community Park's Garden of Honor. That's where News 8's Whitney Burney is live tonight with this story. Whitney?
Brian and Sue, the Garden of Honor has a soldier from almost every war. It starts at the Revolution, and about halfway through, you'll make it to that Civil War statue that people are calling for to come down. Protesters say it's not an honor that the only black person in this memorial is a slave. 2 long hours.
It had nothing to do with slavery, and I'm not even a big history buff. The majority of it came down to states' rights.
Of comments back and forth.
There's not one soldier of color in that memorial.
The topic, the removal of a Confederate statue at the Garden of Honor in the Allendale Community Park.
A Negro boy, yes, I said Negro, small Negro boy. He's holding a document in his hand, and he's pointing to it. And what does the document say? January 1863.
It's no honor to black Americans to have their only depiction in the Garden of Honor be a caricature, a half-naked slave child groveling at the feet of 2 soldiers.
The statue, built in 1998, depicts a Confederate soldier and a Union soldier, in between them a slave child. After overwhelming support of keeping the statues during a board meeting, the township announced plans to keep the statue Tuesday morning.
And we're in a position right now where we're taking up a very volatile issue in the United States. And that's why it was so important for us to make sure that we had the input from the community members.
During last night's meeting, very few of those opinions were from people of color.
And it doesn't mean that the people, just because they weren't there, they're not passionate about this.
Professor Lewis Moore teaches U.S. and African American history at Grand Valley State University, which of course is located in Allendale Township. He says black communities have been protesting statues like this for almost a century.
Now, this is about hate. Why do we celebrate these people, right? So black people in America have always looked at these about hate.
And represents painful memories for many.
If you really want to tell this history, if you really want to tell the history of the Civil War, then why not have a black soldier there, right? After all, 180,000 of them fought. So that's why I don't understand this need to say we want to preserve this history, but at the same time, not really tell the true history.
Now, the Township Board plans to officially vote on this next week, Tuesday. They say down the line they may consider adding an educational plaque to clarify exactly what that statue means. Brian.
All right, Whitney, we'll wait for that meeting, and I doubt it's the last we've heard about this issue.